why you see someone with white teeth and they still have bad breath. Okay. Hello beautiful, welcome back. My name is Mide. I talk about my log journey, beauty and self-development, and today I'm going to be talking about beauty stroke self-development, because when you're talking about personal hygiene or oral hygiene specifically, then we are talking about your beauty and self-confidence. When your oral hygiene is in perfect condition, it kind of boosts your confidence when you're in public, even when you are on your own. But if your oral hygiene is not in perfect condition, it can strip you of your confidence and it takes away so much from you. Like you are consciously avoiding to smile, consciously avoiding to talk in public just because you know what will happen if you do. Mouth odor is like the worst thing that could ever happen to anyone, especially if you are very young. Like I had the worst experience ever. If not, I wouldn't have been in a position to talk about this to you. Whatever you're going to be hearing from me today, believe me sincerely, it comes from experience. Most of the things I'm going to be talking about are things that we all know, but we have forgotten over time, or we kind of ignore it, and it has gone to our subconscious mind such that we see it as the norm. But of course it is not the norm, and it is one of the reasons why you kind of developed bad oral hygiene and eventually mouth odor. I'm going to be talking about the things that you are doing wrong that you are not aware of, and the things that you have unconsciously forgotten that you should be doing in order for you to avoid bad breath, mouth odor to be precise. One of the things that you've forgotten and you're doing wrong, that you feel that it is normal or is not a big deal, these things that you think they are not a big deal, those are the things that are causing mouth odor for you, causing your breath to be coming out so bad, and it has put your oral hygiene into sub-zero right from time. It is generally known that you wash your mouth twice a day. What it's saying is that you can wash your mouth more than 2 times a day, but this is something that I am also aware of. By the time I became conscious of this bad habit, it has gotten to the stage where I had to start looking for remedy to take care of what damage it has caused. The last time I had the perfect white teeth was when I was around 19. Okay, this was the time that I was so confident in my smile. I was so proud of the way my teeth appeared. Okay, not until I changed my lifestyle in terms of the things that I started to eat, and in terms of the way I started taking care of my mouth, which wasn't good enough. I developed these habits of eating chocolate all the time. Everything and anything that has to do with chocolate goes into my mouth, and I have this habit of washing my mouth just once a day. This is more or less like the norm, but if when you became aware that the color of your teeth has changed completely, you would have gone far in this indulgence. Okay, and then you will start to look for remedy of how you can take it back, of how you can get back your perfect white teeth. And this is not something that is easy to do, so it is better that you are conscious of what you eat, of the toothpaste that you use, of how often you wash your mouth. You must have heard about the most expensive smile, and believe me sincerely, smile could be that expensive. You know, it has a lot to do with the oral hygiene practice that you are doing and how much that you are spending to have this perfect set of teeth and the whitest set of teeth ever. Before you can have the most expensive smile, you would have to invest a lot in taking care of your teeth, making sure that your teeth are in good condition and your breath are in perfect condition, and of course mouth odor will be far away from you. And what are the things that you are supposed to be doing? First of all, washing your mouth twice a day is the least. You can get your mouth washed more than twice a day. Try for as many times as possible. It is the truth, okay? If you have the habit of eating some kind of food that could stain your mouth or leave residue on your tongue, then you want to make sure that you are washing your teeth immediately after you take this type of food. There are some food that give you bad breath after consumption, food that contain a lot of garlic, food that have turmeric and curry substance in them leave your teeth colored at the end of the day. They stain your teeth at the end of the day, and you want to make sure that you are washing it immediately after consumption, or you try as much as possible to avoid fruits like this, drinks that could leave stain on your teeth like beetroot juice, zobo drink that is common here in Nigeria, and some other thing that maybe all this green tea and co are things that could leave stain on your teeth. And if you don't wash them off immediately and they accumulate over time, they are going to change the color of your teeth. And then there is another thing that you might be doing unconsciously. You know, it happens to virtually everybody. Maybe you want to wash your mouth and you feel okay, time is going, you don't have enough time, and you just rush over it, and that is all, and you happen to be doing it once a day. If the color of your tongue is pure white, believe me, it is bad. This is one of the things that gives you mouth odor. You want to make sure that you are dedicating a lot of time in washing your tongue with your brush as gentle as possible. And when you are doing this, you want to make sure that you are getting to the back of your tongue, almost into your throat, because these are the areas that food deposit accumulate over time, and those are the things that are causing the white color on your tongue. Invest in tongue scraper. There are different types of tongue scraper. Believe me, if you do this, it's going to change the game for you. One other thing that people don't really invest in and they don't think so much about is flossing of your teeth. If you have gap tooth, if the space in between your teeth are so much, then food are going to be finding their way into this space, and if you leave them there, over time it decays and bacteria will act on it and it will start to give you bad breath. It is one of the things that is giving you mouth odor. After brushing off your teeth, washing off your tongue, scraping it, you want to make sure that you are flossing as well. Floss is not that expensive and it comes in numerous number in its container, so this is not something that you want to think, oh, it's expensive. If you want that expensive smile, you want to make sure that it is part of what you practice daily when it comes to your oral hygiene. So there are so many people that have mouth odor that they don't even know the cause of it. You know, after they must have washed their mouth, flossed their teeth, and maybe scrape the tongue and all that, they still realize that okay, their mouth still smells a little bit despite using toothpaste and all that. One of the culprits of this is what is known as tonsil stone. Tonsil stone is a white to cream substance that accumulates on your tonsil at the back of your mouth. Okay, no matter how well you wash your mouth, no matter how much you wash your mouth, if it is in your mouth is still going to be smelly. You're still going to be having bad breath. The very first time I became aware of this tonsil stone I was quite small, honestly, very small. I think I was as small as 12 years or thereabouts. This is something that someone I considered to be my friend, you know, I considered her to be my friend because really it wasn't a pleasant experience at all. I have this love-hate feelings towards it. I hate it because of what I discovered later, and I love it because I was able to discover it. Okay, and this is what happened. I don't know what I was talking about with this lady, and she was talking about how people don't get to wash their mouth properly, and why you see someone with white teeth and they still have bad breath. Okay, she said the things that they don't get to do is because they fail to remove the cause of the bad breath, which is usually at the back of your mouth. Then she didn't know what it was called then, but she was able to show me, though I didn't see it, but she was like, okay, she was going to bring it out for me to see. And then she did that. She kind of made one kind of sound several times, and the thing came out. Then she spat it on her hand and showed it to me, and I felt like, okay, this is very tiny, so what is this? She said it's at the back of the mouth, and it is the reason why your mouth smells even after washing your mouth. And she said she was going to make me to perceive the odor, and then she kind of compressed it, okay, in her hand. It was somehow thick, not soft, somehow thick, but you could compress it. And when she brought it close, God, the most horrible odor I have ever perceived in my life. At that age, okay, I was so angry that I felt, did she do it deliberately or something? But today that I'm talking about it, I'm so happy that I got to know about it as early as that stage was. So this is something that whenever I'm washing my mouth, I usually make sure that I kind of bring it out of my throat, and if it doesn't come out, believe me, I'm going to be washing the back of my mouth so much that I'll be sure that nothing like tonsil stone is going to remain or stick to my tonsil or my mouth at the end of the day. So okay, one of the things that you want to be doing to avoid tonsil stone, you want to make sure that you have mouthwash that fights bacterial infection, okay, because this thing could cause bacterial infection after a while. Then you want to make sure that you use warm salty water every morning by gargling it several times after washing of your mouth. Okay, this will kind of dissolve, sort of, it will loosen the tonsil stone at the back of your throat and to enable it to come out. And then another thing is, if you could get apple cider vinegar, you want to mix 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar with like a cup of warm water or ordinary water and gargle with it. Okay, it's going to help you a lot. Okay, if at the end of the day, after making sure that you wash your mouth regularly, you wash your tongue clean, get rid of the white substance, you floss your tongue, and you are washing your mouth as soon as you feel whatever you have eaten is going to cause stain or bad breath for you, at the end of the day you still feel that you have mouth odor or your breath is still bad, then this will be the time for you to visit your dentist. Talk about what you are going through. It could be that you might have to be placed on a prescription because there are things that you can use medically that could fight this. Okay, you don't want to overlook that. Other things that you want to make sure that you are doing to avoid mouth odor, bad breath is if you use denture, make sure that you wash your denture clean regularly. Another thing is that the toothpaste you are using is not good enough for you. There are so many toothpaste out there. You have Crest, you have Pepsodent, even Close Up. You have so many toothpaste out there that contain fluoride that will prevent mouth odor and leave your mouth fresh and clean at the end of the day. If the one that you've been using does not seem to be working well for you, then please make sure that you change your toothpaste to a good one or the one that is perfect for that particular condition. You want to make sure that you avoid dry mouth. Okay, you might find yourself in a situation where you don't get to talk for a long time and then your mouth is dry, and by the time you open it, believe me, it is not going to be pleasant if you're experiencing this. So you want to make sure that you chew on gum, minty gum, or you have a mouthwash nearby, the portable one that you go out with, or you snack on crunchy fruits that has flavor. You want to try and do that. And another thing is for you to try as much as possible to change your diet. It could be your diet, it could be what you are eating that is causing this, and you want to make sure that you take note of the things that could be causing this bad breath for you. If you want to have the most expensive smile like the celebrities that flaunt it, then you want to make sure that you invest in your oral hygiene. There are so many things that you can get done just by visiting your dentist, because washing off your mouth once a day is not an option. Now you know. So guys, thank you for tuning in once again. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel. Stay blessed guys, stay beautiful, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.